Welcome to the channel. Gray Cloud Day. And I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Whew. It's been a long day. But I wanted to touch base with you. I had mentioned in yesterday's Jesus Calling video, I talked about a man and then a separate person. Two different people helped me out yesterday before I ended up getting paid, but I didn't think I was getting paid. So I was out there trying to see what I could do to get a few things that I was, didn't have that food wise. That's really what I was trying to do. I was like, man, I'm going to make enough. I'm going to come up with enough to get me like a pizza or a sandwich or something. Anyway. And if you were watching the video, then you know that there was somebody that helped me out, got me a personal pan pizza. There was another person right after them asked me, and they helped me out. And I got another. So I ended up with 2 personal pan pizzas and a couple of drinks and stuff like that. And but one of the ones to share was this. The part of the story that's interesting to me is the second person. Let's say it's interesting to me because it involves me. And, you guys know that I have a problem with drinking. So the second person, which was female, she was offering to get me something to drink. And I was like, well, I'll get a Powerade. And then it was like, it was asked of me, do I want an alcoholic drink? And I was like, well, I could use a drink. That's how I thought. I got an actual bottle of something out of the cooler that was alcoholic, and then she was looking at some bigger bottles of wine and stuff, and then she looked, and she had money in her hand, and she just looked at me and she said, whatever you can do with this. And when she handed me the money, here's the twist. I said, you know what? So she handed me the money. I had a bottle of something here. I said, I'm going to get more food. Put that up. I put the alcohol up. And I bought another pan of pizza. And the 2 Gatorades and whatever, or not Gatorade, but Powerade. Now, I'm not bragging. I'm not saying that I did something wonderful, but in the split moment there, I was about to go down. You know what I mean? That's how quick something can happen. But I just listened to what it is that I do well by listening to you, if that makes any sense. Like in that moment, that was the moment of choice. Okay, there's an opportunity here. You can either take it, Gray Cloud, and seize the day in the right way or seize the day in the wrong way. I could have easily seized the day by getting a bottle of something or a can of something or whatever. And then when my money hit, then it would have been on to the races. Because anybody that knows me, if I choose to drink, I'm going to. But what I'm getting at is I know I don't need to. And I've been I'm not far away from having another complete 2 weeks like without it again. So I'm like, I was shocked yesterday when that came at me like that. I actually listened to what it was that I know to do. I was like, just get a little more food because, you need food more than you need that, and you don't need that. So that's what that part of the story was. And then when we went on out, the woman and I were talking. I don't remember. She told me her name. I don't know. I don't remember if she did or not. But she said what was also added to this story is that yesterday was her brother's birthday and he's dead. And when we were out in the parking lot, she said, because I was explaining to her why or who I am. Like I introduced myself as Gray Cloud, told her that it was like, I was talking about how I felt that I'd been revealed of who I am and why I'm Gray Cloud, and it was a spiritual thing, and that, the big kahunas who pretty much kind of led me to that. And then anyway, she was sharing with me that her brother was a big, like, if her brother was still alive, he would have done whatever he could to help me, whether it was if I wanted a drink or whether it was I needed food or whatever it was. Like, he didn't judge, like, he helped people. And so in some strange way, it was cool, like, that she got something out of helping me. I actually resisted like, I wasn't even thinking about drinking. But then when it was like, hey, you might, and then I went the right, that I'm not trying to set myself up for disaster, but I know that at any given time, I could choose to do the wrong thing again. And I'm aware of that. So all day today, though, I've been tickled to death to just be alive and to be sober. I do smoke green and everything, but I'm saying to be like, not, it's just another day. It's another good day so far. And I'm just rolling with these days because, as life goes, it ain't going to stay this bright and cheerful the entire rest of the time, but each day's different. Some days are rougher, some days are happier, and that's the way it goes. Sometimes we make the same choice over and over, even though we know we shouldn't, and sometimes we choose to completely not make that choice. Like, not making the choice alone is kind of a choice, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Until next time, have a good day. Great Cloud. Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.